Guardian Oracle. Thank you for coming in. We have a huge storm here, so don't worry about the hair. Crazy hair, don't care. Yeah, it is windy and rainy and crazy outside. I don't know, I felt like ringing the bell, or the bell will be ringing. I heard that Christmas song, bells will be ringing. So, I just wanted to hop on here and say what's up to the tribe. Thank you for everybody who ordered a personal reading with me, and then the others that booked today. I appreciate it. You guys are so supportive. I want to thank High Vibes for donating to my Cash App. That was so nice of you. I appreciate that. You guys are so good to me, and you guys are such a wonderful group of souls and collective that I was blessed to get to know here. I seriously love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing. I'm over here trying to plug in my phone that's already on set. 85 could be important. Super weird. My internet's not wanting to connect out here in my shed. That's weird. I'm sure a lot of you guys are at work right now, or aren't able to get on here. For those of you retirees that are at home or chilling with the kids, what's up? How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, in Idaho, when it storms here, man, I mean, she storms. I mean, my hair's crazy. Actually, it came outside initially because I wanted to bring in my houseplants that I have hanging outside, and I didn't want them getting all jacked up in the wind, because the wind here, Lee, is absolutely like a tornado. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. And I've lived in Oregon and Washington majority of my life. I have lived in West Virginia and Pennsylvania, in my younger years. Man, I don't know what's up with the connection. 222 when I said that. What's up with this connection? Yesterday we pulled on like past life energy. I don't know why I said past life, because I didn't pull the past life twin flame, so that could be important. And I had a very interesting dream last night. Very interesting dream about somebody that I know, and have a very deep connection. It was so interesting. And in this dream, this entire I build houses for a living, for those of you that don't know, but this entire house was like crumbling. And in my dream, I told him to move, and he's a really big guy, and he was like, "No, don't worry about it." And all the joist fingers from the top floor were crumbling down, and it was like lath and plaster. And in the dream, he just stood there like this, like, "Casey, don't move." And he stood there, and like the house fell around him and like protected everything that was over the top of my head, right? So I was like, wow, that was really interesting. And I woke up, and I was up with my girl last night for quite a while, and then fell asleep after that dream, and then got right back into that dream, even with like 10 minutes lapsing in between me being awake, which was really interesting. So I am going to open this read, clear out the energy. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, high vibrational beings of the light, I just want to call on you into this space. Guardians of the galaxy, my dragons, all of my benevolent beings, star family. I just want to invite you guys here. Archangel Michael, I call on you to guard the gates as I channel these messages. I declare, demand, and decree no weapons formed against me or my listeners will prosper. I just want to thank everybody for being here. Let's get right into this read. Deshe ya kote ya ye ya na ma ye ke te ya pata ye sheke ye te ramana ye. Te o potara ye ke manana ye sheke te ya pata ye pi. Te shabak te ya manana ye ke wate ya no sheke te ya pata ya na. Ye o na ye ya te ya ke ya pote ya sheke ya podarara nye ke te ya pote ya na. Ye tata ye she. So mote it be. When I was saging right now, experience something like, you know, it's good and it's exciting. That's the feeling I've got. Like my heart felt so full, like my heart chakra just blew wide open right now. So I don't know if that's for somebody. I don't know if that's somebody that has a heart issue, or if that's like somebody. I feel like the collective right now really knows about this soulmate mirrored twin flame is coming in. I heard walking. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels, I'm going to call on you now. Give me a message to start this read off, please. I heard Tiger's Eye, Jekka, Germaine, Ostracize, the Three of Michael, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. I feel like there is a heavy presence of archangels working with the collective right now on whatever this shift, thought forms, and she is completely covered in the white bird in the top. What do you call that? A dove, the bird of hope. And he's like holding her in his arms and she's not even looking. It's like, I feel like somebody even really realizes that they're being guided through the situation. Yeah, because Archangel Michael's just chilling in his suit of armor, and he's like got the wings wrapped around her. This too shall pass. This too shall pass, right? To be able to move on, we have to let go of other things, make room and space. The Seven of Gabriel, solar plexus chakra is what I'm feeling. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Get on the Pegasus, man. Get on the Pegasus. Maybe somebody actually works with like the unicorns or Pegasus spirit animal. You gotta be kidding me. I've got a unicorn right here too in this card. Seven of Gabriel, the Three of Michael, and we've got number 19, the Sun, Archangel Uriel. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. It's like, even though some things like those old thought forms are trying to remain programmed within your cellular structure, it's like with the lightning here, it's being smitten out. It's like your angels are definitely making a way. It's like it goes through them before it goes to you. So whatever is being sent your way, right? Whether it's other astral realms or other people, and black magic could be literally somebody cussing you out, somebody not wanting good things for you. It's like you and my chest just like fluttered again. It's like somebody knows this is the sun is coming. The sun is coming. Somebody knows that this is coming about. I heard the sun's coming out. I'm coming out. I do see a rainbow on here, so that could also be somebody who is gay or bisexual, or I don't know how to say that the right way. I mean nothing but respect, but maybe somebody is coming out, you know, and like being fearless about that. That's for somebody. Tell me about releasing the past, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. The moon. Woo! Because the illusion's over. It's like the moon is so close in front of you. It has illuminated everything that is in the dark. It is too close to the earth. We are about to be in a full moon. I believe it's in the sign of Sagittarius. And it's like all those illusions of things that are cloaked, like you can see the cloak now. You've got all these messages from these birds. It's like the gates have opened. Stargate. And if you look real close, it's like, see how that gate opens between those castles? And she's standing in all of her emotions. See the birds in the moon, the messages. There's no hiding. There's no hiding. The cloak will fall. We've got the tower on the bottom of the deck, right? Anything that is not positively serving you on your soul expansion so that you can see the consciousness here on this earth is going to be leaving, because your angels cannot allow you to stay in this stuck position. The King of Swords, that is the truth. We've got Hawk Spirit sitting on his arms, right? I was just watching Game of Thrones, where you have he's got his sword and his hawk. It's like, I don't even need to wield my sword because I have the hawk here. When the Game of Thrones, when that guy sends the hawk out, or it's his eagle. But if you look in there, and he's got 3 birds around the crown. I heard I wish a bitch would. Bottom of the deck, the star. I don't know. This is, whatever's coming, both cups are being emptied out directly. It's like, there's no more. It's time. It's time to see this. It's time to recognize. I didn't even ask the question yet, but the King of Pentacles wanted to stop out. Wanted to stop by. Just wanted to come on by. Clarify the sun, please. Clarify the sun. The King of Swords. And this, he's so composed. It's like he's so guided and protected. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. It's time. The wheel is spun. It's already in time. Something about this full moon has set something in motion for the collective. There's no waiting. There's nothing but protection. It's like, it doesn't matter, and it's not that it's happening to you. It's happening for you. This gust of wind and these changes that are coming in, this is a very etherical being that's like, sending out these messages. This is somebody that is a truth seeker, truth teller. This is somebody that is highly intelligent and intellectual. You could be receiving these messages at this time. You probably are very aware. You could be a Cancer, an Aries, a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius. What is the name of that? Has Egyptian. Man, every time I get on here and do a live, I have airplanes that fly directly over. There ain't been a damn plane all day. I've literally had my screen door open. As soon as I get out here, those fucking planes start flying. Right? Well, the message is coming out regardless. The message is coming. 7 of Wands, right? Trying to block some good news. There's no blocking. There will be no blocking. There will be no blocking. Clarify the moon, please. I'm going to land right on there. 2 cards. The 6 of Pentacles. And I don't read reversals. The 8 of Cups. If I were to read a reversal, I would take that as somebody's not wanting you to walk away or see. It's like all these cups are in the water. The 6 of Pentacles. It's like maybe somebody's even tried to bribe. Like they're going to change, or something is going to be different this time. And it's like, no, buddy, I'm still leaving. Like, notice even now, that's the same depiction as the guy in the moon, right? It's like, I'm leaving and I'm going to go get this enlightenment through this full moon. I'm going to feel, I don't need any of these cups of whatever's been fed to me. Reconciliation. Learn to reconcile with yourself. It's like, no, I know what's best for me. I'm ready for this cloak to fall. Like, I don't even know. It's like the water underneath his feet. Who walks across the water in the Bible when he's like, I'll make fishers of men, and Jesus Christ tells him to come out onto the water. It's like, that's what that reminds me of, because he's not on the shore. He's not standing on the beach. Like, he's being so guided. Like, he has this ability to walk on the water. I'm hearing that song, if I could walk on water, if I could turn back time, I would find... Damn it, what's the name of that song, guys? Basically, it's about somebody not wanting you to leave. Somebody knows that you have this abundance, that the scales are balanced within this specific situation. Your spiritual inheritance that is coming in for you, this protection. It's like whatever the planetarial shifts are. Why am I trying to do two things at once? Maybe that is what you're trying to do. I have two cards that came out, the Eight of Cups. And it's like, I don't know if somebody's doing something at night. My shed just shifted. Huh. And in this Six of Pentacles, that is so interesting. You notice that one hand's trying to touch the scale to kind of like keep it even, right? And then there's three pentacles on this side, and on this other side, the third pentacle's actually what's been holding it. And I feel like whoever's over there has kind of been getting short-handed, right? And it's like they've been taking all this stuff for themselves, whatever this may be. And then we had that blocking card. The sun at the bottom of the deck. The sun and the moon. A divine counterpart, right? It's like they just miss each other. They just miss each other. Miss each other or have just missed each other. As the sun's coming up, the moon's going down. But I've noticed lately that the moon has been remaining in the sky where I'm at. Let's clarify the King of Swords, please. Two again. Everything's coming out in twos. We've got Judgment and the Empress. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. She's got the golden crest. It's like, not only, she is a queen. This is high. Whatever misfortune or mishandlings has happened, it's like, whatever that illusion of fear that was over your eyes, I don't think that you've realized how powerful you truly are. I really don't feel like you realize, like, when you take this opportunity to step away, like, judgment's already called in the spirit realm. You've already entangled with this other soulmate or whatever this is, this person that is a mirror of your soul. It's time to evolve. It's time to grow and move forward. And then we've got this she's all the queens. She is the Empress. Something about the shield down here with the eagle on it. It's like she's so shielded. And then right above that, I put these below, the King of Swords with the bird. This has the eagle and this has the hawk. What the hell is the name of that brooch? That little scarab. That's exactly. Scarab could be important for somebody. The scarab. And then I'm also seeing like the cycle of completion in the Wheel of Fortune. See how that snake's coming back around and biting its own tail? Right here on the inside. Sorry, my camera is not that great. Somebody's completed an exact cycle. An exact cycle. Calling in the four corners. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune underneath this sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Maybe you are somebody that is inspiring others. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's over. A complete, exact cycle. Somebody who's been going through the exact same shit, right? Most of the time depicted in the Ten of Swords and the tarot, she's all the way laid down on the ground, blood's coming out in the swords. And with this, I'm hearing still I rise. Like, you ain't down. It never got you all the way down. There was no way that this could actually happen. Like, you've already known this cycle for some of you, or whatever this is. You've known about this betrayal. You've heard about it, but you wanted to see it for your own eyes. Like, you needed indefinite proof, truth, intellectual wisdom, seated, whether it's from your own guides, your own self, or dream. This is really making me feel like a dream, like maybe being attacked in your dreams, or people trying to come and spiritually attack you, right? Because the swords are kind of almost illuminated. Hey, Essie. Hey, Portuguese. I'm doing good today. I'm about to get some medicine for my nasal crap I have going on. it's just it's wild that, like I was saying when I started to open this up, I had a dream about this man that I know, and I mean, and he is huge, and I'm not talking huge like he's stout. This is, he was in my dream, and we actually call him the Greek god. But the entire building, all the trusses were falling under, and I was about to repair and rebuild this. It was like this shack, but the trusses were going both opposite ways, and I was like, okay, well, we'll just take it apart and fix it. It had old lath and plaster on it, and I could see the sun like coming through, but it was like a cloudy wind. The wind started picking up, and I don't know why, but I was like telling everybody to get out. I'll just rebuild it, and then this big storm came and hit, and everything went to fall, and I went to run, and he says, Casey, don't run, come close to me. And he stood there like this, and that entire, literally the building broke and went completely around him. Like it didn't phase him at all. Nothing hit me, nothing hurt me. It was a very, very crazy dream. We've got justice at the bottom of the deck. That's like for anybody else who's having these revelations within their own life or a dream state, like everything that you've been suffering or going through, the way that you've been spoken to, the ill will and ill demeanor of others that has been getting portrayed out to you, I just want to let you know, like this has been seen, right? This has been seen. It's been a process because I feel like I'm hearing an accumulation of karmic debts. You know what I mean? See, those scales aren't completely balanced. They're weighed out to one side. It's like, and I want to put that right next to the Wheel of Fortune. It took enough time for these two things, this justice, this judgment to come in, and the Wheel of Fortune to turn all at the same times. I'm hearing a trilogy again. Like that was the last straw. The sun's coming out. And we've got Temperance here. I mean, like, this is so guided. I don't think that even if you, and I know whoever this message is for you guys, like, you don't want to say in whatever situation this is, if this is a love situation, if this is something within your work, within family, just low vibrational beings, people that are jealous or have envy, they know you're resilient. They know that you can literally pick yourself up from the depths of hell itself and continue to move forward. Like nothing is going to stifle you in any way, shape, or form. It can't. And it's like, I think they also, they're like, how does she do that? How does he do that? How does every time he falls flat on his ass, like you always find a way to think better, learn the lesson through it. It's like you learn lessons so fast. It's like, even if people wanted to stop you on this track that you're on, they might stall it, but what they did is they prolonged it just long enough for this full moon to come, for all of this shit to come out, for all of it, for the illusions. Your intuition is going to be so on point, and I feel like the post period and the pre period are going to be extremely important. I don't know why I'm looking at my stick of selenite here. That could be important for somebody. Somebody might need to get selenite. Also, I'm hearing cleanse your crystals in moon water. Set some water out in the moon and let it charge. You can drink that water too, and you can put good intentions into that. The mask, hiding true feelings, pretending, and delude, gaslight, and personality. Okay, I want to ask about releasing the past. What are we looking forward to when we release this past? What are we looking forward to in the near future? What's coming in? The Runner, fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. When we let go of the past, what do we have coming in? Getting away from a situation, girl with a snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries. Ooh, she's a little creepy because you guys know I don't deal with them snakes. What are we moving into? Charmed or used. Like, I feel like, honestly, it's going to take a minute to completely cut ties or cords with whoever this is. Like, maybe you even feel like you have to run. Or the intensity of letting this go feels like, well, it's almost unbearable. And she keeps showing me, because with the snake here and her looking through it, it's like, I really feel like somebody is doing magic on somebody here. I do feel like there's somebody that has poor intentions for somebody else and maybe is trying to make a mockery of the situation of where they're going because they know energetically they can feel that tie being cut. Tell me about standing up for what you believe in. A picture, looking at pictures, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Standing up for what you believe in. Twin flame, heart healing, the judgment, and the empress. When you stand up for what you believe in, what you truly want wants you. You have to make space for it. You have to be able to make space. I don't know, for some of you, I feel like this is already somebody that maybe you met and didn't get to yin and yang, twin flame, complete, polar opposites, union and duality. Healing heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, abusive relationships. For some of you that are struggling with addictions, I feel like that you are being guided to continue to release and to speak to your guides about these addictions and what you have going on within your life. If you're feeling stuck, maybe this was an over and a heartbreak for you, which is where these addictions came from, or you felt led to look due to, well, we just do it to ourselves, right? Low self-worth, sabotage, it all happens. For others of you, I feel like it's letting go of a specific situation, and for others of you, I feel like it could just be your own old thought patterns or lower vibrational deities and entities that you've allowed close to you that have attached themselves. So with Archangel Michael, I'm seeing like doing cord cutting, wielding the sword of truth, your own truth. Talk to your guides and let them know, hey, I dissolve and absolve all negative energetic cords that have been tied to me, and actually ask Archangel Michael to come in and wield the sword yourself and energetically cut off any ties from every piece of your plexus, your chakras, solar plexus, your creativity. They're showing me the orange, right? To believe in yourself, that you can do this, that if you just ask and listen for the Creator's voice, you're going to be guided and helped. I think that some of you that I'm talking to have stopped praying in some way, 1414-0220. I think that we've stopped sending out the messages of for our guides. We have to invoke our guides. We have free will here. We need to be invoking our guides and asking them specifically, send me messages in the way that you know that my mind can comprehend it. Songs, numbers, what people say, seeing certain people or certain names. Ask your spirit guides, show me the truth. Ask for a very specific sign. Ask for like a purple rock or for anything. Like ask. Know that you truly are working with your guides. Know that you are loved and abundant. Know that you are a conscious creator. 1122-0220. Two's duality. 2 could be very important for somebody. 1441 wanted to come back out. Unique skills. It is that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career, business is a priority of right now, right? 1441. That's a 10 when you add them all up, which is actually a 1, the sign of a new beginning. Somebody is honing in on their skills. For anybody that is doing divination or spiritual work, like right now it started raining outside, so I came out to my shed and I grabbed my shamanic drum and I was chanting in my own native language, light language. And as soon as I got out there, that rain picked up, that wind started gusting, and I literally called back all of my power throughout the entire universe to anybody and everybody. From different realms, I called back in my power, because for this shift and what we have about to happen, it's going to take all of it. And sometimes I think we forget how powerful we are and how much of our power we give away to other people. And it's important. Ground yourself. Get in nature. Speak to the ether. Speak into the realm, right? You want to have a prayer language? Ask for it. Ask for your prayer language. Ask for your discernment. You've got to ask for these things. They hear you. I'm telling you. You guys are guided the entire way. 1010, it's up to you. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as a brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Trust in the process, 1010. And we said that this added up to a 10 as well, right? This is big new beginning. A big new beginning. And when you dissolve that down, that becomes a 2. We're talking about duality. A balancing act. Any other messages from the number deck? I see 888 at the bottom of the deck. 777 comes out. Perseverance. There is a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you will just know what the next step is. Talking to our guides. 777, that is a lucky number. I feel like I really needed to put out this message. It's not going to be a super long live like the rest of mine. I got to go take care of a few things, and I have got my granddaughter over here and my 2 young ones, and then today was my kids' last day of school, so they're all out. Love messages from the universe. 10 of Swords and 1010. Harmony. Mantra. Try this mantra. I open myself to the divine being within. I am the image of God. Thus I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any darkness in me into something beautiful. In the absence of resentment, anger, or doubt, I find harmony. And that went on top of the 10 of Swords. This could be something that's happened to you, or something that, even your own thoughts. We were talking about that. Somebody who has a tendency to self-sabotage and think all of these things, realize you're a powerful manifester. If you continue to think thoughts, you're going to manifest that in. You're going to see what you're thinking in certain people. They're going to show up. It's going to manifest itself, right? Top of 1010, it's up to you now. Gratitude. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. Gratitude is literally one of the greatest gifts next to love that you can have. That is such a high vibrational energy to ground and to remember to have and to harness. Gratitude. Love, I am love. The I am that I am that I am. Manifesting is my superpower. Be careful for those of you that are dips. It's impossible to be in a high vibration all the time. But when you have those dips and highs and lows, remember to call on your guides to ask them to help you heal and transmute any feelings of fear, anxieties that you may have. It is important to know that you are a powerful manifester, man, especially if you're calling your power back. That you are safe here. I feel like some people don't want to be on Earth. Somebody who just is so fed up and feels like it would be so much easier not to be here. And know that even though it's that hard, you were called here on a mission. The gates, the mountain has completely cracked wide open for you. This is your time. The time is now. You have the ability to adapt and overcome to any and every situation. You're given guides. You have your past loved ones. You have every ability within you. Your sensitivity is a gift. Maybe some of you need to realize that. Start using that, realizing that your sensitivity is a power that you get to tap into. Let's pull from the animal spirit deck. You're being so guided this entire way. You're not alone. You've never been alone. Missing others and kind of looking at 90% of the things that we think of as human beings are things from the previous day. We're not having forward-thinking thoughts. We're more having worries and fears and concerns about the past and things that have happened. It's important to really ground the energy, and that's why they say make a vision board. Eagle vision. Bro. And what did we pull out? The eagle on the shield, right? Vision. It's time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you. Any opportunities you never dreamed of were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. You're safe here. Whoop, whoop. You can make that up, right? Where's that Empress at? Look at this eagle down here on her shield. It's like, you see how it's kind of light? It's like spiritual. Like it's not in this realm completely. I think those are spiritual gifts. The vision. You have the vision to know what your mission is, to manifest these things that you want and need. Wake up to what you have spiritually already within yourself. You have nonstop guidance. Oh my God. The hawk. Spirituality. What the hell did I pull out that had the hawk on it, guys? Here we are. The King of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. He's got this hawk literally that perches on his arm. You can't make that up. You cannot make that up. Spirituality. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take in messages from your spirit guides. And this King of Swords is sitting here literally, this is somebody who's a truth speaker, right? Somebody needs to speak their truth. Talk to your guides. I demand, declare, and decree that my vision, and you need to come up with that vision and what that looks like. I am going to manifest this into my reality for the highest good of all. I am chosen. I know my mission. I know why I'm here. I am a powerful manifester. Really talk to yourself like that instead of being like, oh, well, so-and-so yesterday or this today or I've got to pay this bill then. Literally, you're being told to have the vision. It's time to look inward. Dig down within your soul and spirit. Grab a piece of paper. It literally takes 2 seconds. I keep one of these little tabs right here. And I write stuff. I let it go. I have a million booklets of things that I just write. When you write it out and you write it in ink, it's in the physical. It's no longer a thought form. Okay? You're putting power behind that. Some of you need to be writing out what your loyalty, what you're thinking about. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to your guides. Have that constant communication. I just want one of what that's going to look like all the way out. The Swan. I'm telling you. And somebody, it's like love is on the brain. You have found your soulmate or they are just around the corner. Remember that when two souls are destined to be together, they always find their way back to each other. All those things they've had to go through were worth it. That's a message for somebody. And I don't know why that makes my heart just like, I don't know. Talking about loving situations like that. Gives me like the feeling of like a heart chakra open, wide open. Being so like, no, whatever this is that's coming in. I just don't understand like this love. I normally don't read on love, but over the last, what, guys? 5 days now. I see 555 in the comments as I say that. These love messages coming out. What about these swans? What about this love? You have found your soulmate. They are just around the corner. Take your power back. You're giving somebody control over how you feel. Your happiness should only depend on you. What did I tell you? I just walked through my entire yard beating my shamanic drum. Taking my power back. Getting out there when the wind blowing in the rain and stating that this is my power. I will take it back so that I can create this vision with the eagle so that I have the eyes to see what it is that I'm wanting, knowing that I'm safe and that I'm called here on the mission. And if you're stuck somewhere and you're not making any forward progress, a fly just flew right in front of my face right now. That it's time to cut it loose. 358 could be important to somebody. 358. 258, as I said on my laptop, that illuminated. Taking your power back. Tell me what else about this love, Holy Spirit, holy angels. Right around the corner. Past lives. You have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past life. This message just wants to keep coming out. Over and over and over. Healing the heart. Healing heartbreak. Yin and yang. Like, this is a message that I cannot escape for some reason. There's so much power within it. There's so much power within it. Let's pull another deck. I want you guys to think of a question in your head right now to any situation that you might be thinking about. And here after I pull a few more cards, I'm going to pull my angel answer deck. So think of something that you want to ask. Have an intention. Talk to your spirit guides about it. I'm calling on the spirit guides of my viewers at this time. and I will deliver the message, because I feel like somebody needs to ask a question and somebody's looking for an answer. Tell me about the past life relationship and the swan moving forward in this relationship. Can you tell me more about this relationship? Reconciliation. Why can I not say that word? Engagement. Your love is soon ascending to a higher level of commitment. It's important to be aware of codependency. Addictive behaviors are affecting your romantic life for some. That might be why some are leaving a certain situation or will be moving on and leaving somebody behind because of addictive behaviors, addictive personality. This could be anything. It could be an addiction, too much phone time, a shopaholic, porn addiction, somebody who just doesn't get their body moving, overeating, oversleeping. It's important to have balance in all areas of our life. It's okay to have fun and to do some things, but make sure that you're also being cognizantly aware of that, especially if you are trying to ascend to a higher awareness and you're ready to line up with people that are waiting to help you in this lifetime, especially if it's a twin flame or a soulmate. It's important that you're going to marry each other. You're going to mirror each other, okay? Forgive and release. You're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. It's time to let something go. I don't know if letting something go is going to rekindle a... Wind just gusted real hard. A specific relationship, and it's going to transform, or 401. Or... Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know why my phone was on Wi-Fi and it cut out. See, that's what I'm saying, is like some of this is a high-grade message for some people. Some people don't even know that this is coming, or somebody's trying to interfere with that, right? Yeah, that's what I heard. Somebody's trying to interfere. I think other people actually energetically know or foresee or know that you're going to be moving on, and that I swear once you just take one step away from the situation that you're in, you're going to be able to get your life back, get your job back, get your house, back in order, find a new house, be able to decorate it that you want it, put your own vibe and your own flow into these things. Do your cards if that's what you like to do. Work on your motorcycle in the garage. You're going to be able to spend more time doing what you love instead of compensating for what somebody else wants you to do because of this codependency or these addictions. Like, maybe it's just a rough go when you're by certain people. And this doesn't have to just be a lover. It could be a loved one. It could be a roommate. It could be any situation. You don't have to be afraid to let go and move on. The divine is going to strategically line specific things up for you. It's time to let go of the fear and melt away the things that are not real. Fear is just fear's an illusion, right? Love is what's real. If you have a love enough for yourself to move on and move past certain situations, oh, look at that Google user. Says you need to stop thinking you have power. You're destroying yourself. Your name's not Christ. Well, if you don't like my content, you can go ahead and get off my live. This channel isn't meant for you. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Remember I was telling you about how the internet's cutting out? We've got people like that are so low vibrational. 444 when I said that on the clock, right? I'm guarded, guided, and protected. And I work with the Christ consciousness, so you're more than welcome to sit here and listen to my live. You might actually learn something. Because people like you is why I choose to move forward and to ascend and to have a channel like this so that you can become consciously aware. If something I'm saying is triggering you and you're talking about Christ, whom I work with, Ascended Master, you probably shouldn't be watching an oracle channel. This is for enlightened souls and enlightened beings. You're trolling. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, collective, who's on here. There's always going to be somebody that wants to dig you. I am a powerful, high vibrational being. I walk with Christ. I walk with the angels. I have the power and the gift of tongues. The gift of the Holy Spirit. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Boy, I could just feel the demon on that person, like, blah, 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 blah. Don't tell me what I know about Christ, because this shit's getting fucking deep in here, man. Like, yeah, you got rebuked. You got slayed. I got Archangel Michael right here already watching over my channel. That is hilarious. It's just funny how you could make an example of yourself for others. Look deeply within and discover your soul purpose in relationships. Are you the healer? Are you the divine wisdom, the counselor? Have you gone through enough stuff and been provoked and poked at by low vibrational beings that have helped you become a very powerful, wise soul? Then that's probably your role. Your role. All relationships are assignment within our life. All relationships are assignments. Cannot make that up. Everybody, sometimes you're going to be the teacher, and sometimes you're going to be you're the student. Cosmic knowledge. Let me bring down some of that cosmic knowledge right here for some of you. Right? Thank you for saying what a calling to have Christ speak through me. You know what? I actually got that after I was going through a very hard time. Archangel Metatron. I've got the Metatron cube on my necklace. That's what I'm telling you. This isn't just about me, but you know, I can still feel that energy coming through the phone port, through the phone portal. But I still cuss. But I'll tell you what. I went to church and I never felt good enough. Never. I would leave and everything I do, I'd just be thinking about how I'm sinning, how I'm not good enough. I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to, because they didn't teach about conscious awareness, that we're a soul, that we're evolving the soul, just that we're flesh and we're sinners and we have to ask Christ, right? They don't tell the whole story. So even through my addictions and some of the hardest times, I dropped on my knees and I would be praying to stop using drugs. And I cried and it was cold outside and I was just thinking about everybody who was outside, even though how bad my situation was, that angels would show up for these people and bring them coats and jackets and this. I wanted to wrap my arms around them and love on them so much. And I was just thankful for everything I had. Like this overwhelming feeling of gratitude came over me. And I was just so thankful for even the position that I was in, that I could still be a person to call on Christ in the moment, in the Holy Spirit, in the universe, whatever you guys want to call it. That literally, as I was down on my knees and I was completely bowed down and I was just thanking Him for everything. Literally, I opened my mouth, and I've gone to church before and I was trying to, you know, people praying on me and they're like, just let it out. I could never speak tongues. I could never let anything, just wasn't there. And I'm talking about some powerful prayer warriors. It wasn't till that moment when I was down on my knees and I was just so grateful and bawling my eyes out, because I was just releasing everything. I just started spilling out, and I talked in 5 different languages, and I still can. I can speak in Hopi. I have an entirety amount of languages that I can speak in, and it's for me. It's my own awakening within my Akash DNA. It's genetics. It's something that I have, that I unlocked from different planets, that I have evolved through and have been on. And when you start to evolve and heal certain things or release certain things, you get to unlock your DNA, which means you get your gifts back. Okay, you get your power back. Even no matter what, nobody can interpret my specific language. It's directly from me to my angels, from my angels directly to the throne of Jesus Christ, to the Creator Himself. It is a direct line. Praying and having a vision is so powerful. Man, I just really pray for people like that, for real, that are just so naive and just think like you don't have power. Jesus Christ is the only one. That's just, I just really hope that person can wake up and really feel what overwhelming amount of love feels like in your heart and in your spirit. And, you know, to not have to bash somebody else or to demean them, because that's just something, whatever, you know, just projecting that onto me, that's how that person feels. That person feels less than. They don't feel good enough. And that's what they do, is they probably go around in their life and they project that onto a lot of people. And that's how these people just end up stuck, don't want to be here no more. They have to be, you know, that we forget that we're safe because there's so much hate out there. And that's why we're here. That's why I have this channel. I might not have a lot of followers, you know, but for a month and a half that I've had my channel, I have 215 subscribers. You know, that's pretty good for me. And I don't do it for the subscribers. I'm able to have people who want personal readings, and I'm able, their guides literally draw them to my energy to be able to get direct messages. There's people on here who watch me, they know about my gifts, they know, they've watched me give live readings at the end of my reads and have people ask questions, and it's always spot on. It's always 100%. I mean, down to a heart surgery the day that, you know, that you were born on, zodiac sign, whatever the situation is, because I have the faith. I keep the faith. These cards have a million sayings on them. I have probably 80 decks of cards surrounding me, and I pick up the right one to deliver the right message. It's not me, it's my higher self. This is just a physical vessel. My light outside of this is a big ass light. Your guys' light is huge. Like, we can't even encompass this soul aspect of Christ and God that we really are in our body. The meat suit would just fucking pop like a pimple. Like, there's no way that we could embody that. That's why Jesus Christ, like, he got persecuted, because he brought so much wisdom and knowledge down and seeded it, that people were like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean? Don't throw a stone at the whore. And, you know, and he's like, if you haven't sinned, then throw the first stone. Well, nobody drops their stone. Like, he just puts back wisdom and knowledge on them, and he conflicts the heart space. He was persecuted because he was so freaking wise. He already was seated. He was such a high vibrational being, right? He is the biggest aspect of the Christ consciousness, of the aspect of the universal energy. I mean, and even he got betrayed in the end. So if you guys are being a light worker, if you're out here spreading wisdom and knowledge and you're getting attacked, or just remember that those are unhealed people, and that even though, yeah, it gets me fired up, part of me, because I am a warrior, because I'm like, I see the little unhealed demons within you that you let run wild because you can't become consciously aware. I see that shadow. I pull myself back and remember that these are unhealed people, you know, and the only way that they're going to get it, and they might, you know, I've been persecuted many past lives. People are going to freaking knock your shit day in and day out. But you also have all of this protection right here, right? You've got all of this protection. You've got the wisdom and the knowledge. We're pulling out justice. We've got judgment. We've got a highly spiritual number of 777. Look at this. We've got the universe literally having your back in every way, shape, and form. Look at all these angels. Look at all these divine beings. Look at spirit guides. Look at the way that things manifest in the spiritual realm. You're seeding the cosmic knowledge here. Like, you can't touch this. Da na na na. This, those thoughts of others, shit. We wipe our ass with that. Because we're wise enough to look past the illusion that that's just fear-based energy. That is another conscious form that tries to infringe upon the free will of other people's minds. You got to protect your mind. You can do that by knowing that you're powerful. Realize what your true thoughts are. We don't allow people to come in here and stampede around on our heart space and in our conscious awareness, right? We stand our ground. We don't have to get nasty, but at the same time, when somebody says you're not powerful, the most powerful thing you can do is send out a prayer. Thank you, angels. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, past on loved ones. Thank you for this wisdom and knowledge. Thank you that I get on YouTube and seek every day for messages that are going to help wake me up or push me in this direction that I need. A lot of people call what I do, that's to the devil, a doom obligata. Like, you don't do that. And it's like, they're just so unawakened. And what are you going to do? Stop doing what you're doing because you're judged? Hell no. What you do is you go even harder. You go harder. You get into it and you just live that life. Like, you don't have to be over aggressive. You just be. You be a benevolent being. There's a lot of people that are waking up at this time, and a lot of them are going to really have some illusions shattered. This full moon that we were talking about right here, this is going to hit a lot of people hard, because they're going to be like, oh my God, I've been in the black cloak the entire time. I've been in my fucking shadow, beating down people, beating up people, mentally, physically. The thoughts, they're going to come aware of what manifestation is, how you throw thoughts out there. Your thoughts are so powerful. Don't think bad about others. If you do, you know, it's programming. We got to break that down and turn around and send them love, you know, to heal and transmit that. If somebody tries putting their shit on you, Be aware enough to call on your guides. Hey, and speak out some mantras. I am the light. I recognize the light that lives within me. I have gratitude for all of this because this is exactly what it does. You don't see your energy body, but it's bringing it right down onto your being. Like they cannot touch you. I am open to receiving what I need to know if you have a minute. I am also still going to book a personal. Okay. Am I receiving what I need to know? Okay, I can pull a card for you. All of your readings are amazing. Resonate. It's mind-blowing. You are the best I have ever seen on YouTube. Always spot on. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that because you know a lot of that is truly it's not me. It's just my openness to be able to. As a kid, I was always like all over the place, and sometimes you can tell like when I give messages, like I bleep out and blurt out, or like I get on the next subject. It's because my entire life I've been channeling messages and didn't know why I had such a hard time like grounding energy. But being a Cancer triple Pisces, like I have so much water in my chart, and that is a lot of emotions and a lot of intuition, and I had to learn about all of this. I didn't know, but soon as I found a gateway and I started working with spirit and like show me what I need to see, show me, give me the purple rock. And it's so funny as I look down right now, I literally have a freaking purple rock sitting here. That's just how my guides are, you know. And I thought picking out a purple rock would be rare, right? Or like, yeah, walking down the street is what I was thinking about when I said it. But lo and behold, there's one right in front of my face. See, our guides work like that. But if you're open to it, every one of you have the same abilities that I do in your own unique way. And each and every one of you can have a platform and share just like your life and what you've gone through. If that's what you feel called to do, you should do it. We all start somewhere. And trust me, when I first got on here, I was nervous as hell. But I've always I like the comedian style because I like to be silly. I'm kind of like the class clown. So some of the shit that comes out of my mouth, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, why did I say that? And then at the same time, I'm like, fuck it, it's my channel. So I'm going to do what I want. But thank you for those very kind compliments. I do my best on here. And sometimes I don't even know, like, what the hell did I even talk about? And people are constantly saying it resonates. So I just got to trust spirit in the messages that I'm delivering. I don't know why, but I feel like pulling out a Moon's deck for you, Hot Rod. Google user. Come in, Google user. This is Farva. Are you on the right channel? Come in, radio. Well, he was on the right channel to hear the message, whether that person stayed or not. And it's kind of funny anyway. Don't poke the fucking bear, man, because all of me and my collective are going to enlighten you real quick. Okay, I'm going to just pull a card for Hot Rod. Spirit guides for Hot Rod. Messages she needs most for the highest good of her soul evolution. Messages she needs most. Telepathy. And it literally flew over onto the telepathy card. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Wow, something's being balanced out. I wonder if me reading about this love situation isn't for you, Hot Rod, in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you could be the person that's not even expecting it. Actually, I want to go with the Archangel deck. Messages that Hot Rod needs to know most, please. Show me what I need to see. Yep. The Divine Masters. You are definitely working with Archangel Raphael. Green, you are illuminating and opening your heart space, though you feel like you want to close it at times. I feel like you have been on a rough road through some stuff, but you're like a tree that grows next to the water. Like you can't be starved out because you always come back to your heart space, and your creativity is your creative power. Hot rod is what keeps you going. I got goosebumps all over my arms. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. 5 of Raphael. Big change is coming. Man, every time I touch this card, the 10 of Gabriel. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. That could also be a part of that heart space. I think that people are taking your creative energy and the wind just started blowing really hard because you give so much of your energy away, and I think that that's just kind of how you are. I wonder if you're not a water sign. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. The 9 of Raphael. Like you are being so guided through this transitional period. What's with the dog? Do you have like a animal, or did you have to get rid of your animals and you miss your dog or an animal that was like, it actually was like your spirit guide in a physical form? Make a wish. But you have to leave your dog with somebody else. There's something about a black and white dog here, or a dog with long hair. Because when I look at these, a lot of the times, like I think you've lost a lot of precious things that meant a lot to you, and sometimes you're just like, after everything that I put in, how can it be? You know what I mean? You work so diligently and so hard, like somebody who forges in the fire all day, just beating iron. You know what I mean? And this could be like in your mental or emotional heart space. 2424 and 0550. 5 years, definitely going through a change. New romantic cycle begins. The new moon in Libra. Having a hard time figuring out which way to go, maybe. Messages for Hot Rod, please. Woo. 1111. You might be actually having a mirrored soul come in. Wishes coming true. Man, I got goosebumps on my legs. Make a wish. Dreams become your reality. A joyful time of life. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experiences, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. Yeah. The dog might represent somebody loyal too. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift of fate, from fate. It's like this is fated for you. That is amazing. 2323, which is also 55. There's some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Yeah, life is all about passion. The passion, the creative energy. Then you make a change and the world around you follows. It's like, remember I told you making a decision, and I'm looking at the scales. It's like letting go of the past. Like you're so ready to embark. I feel like these reads I've been doing are literally for you, about letting go of the old and allowing the new come in. And I think actually the divine's like ripping some things out of your life that are no longer a wish fulfillment. Like you've learned the lesson and it's time to move on because other big things. You have a wish coming true, Hot Rod. Number to be on the lookout for is 1221. 1221. You might see that somewhere. That might be somebody's date of birth that you might entangle with. I hope that that resonated for you. New moon in Libra. He was a border collie, definitely a spirit guide. I called him Cowboy. Oh. I had a dog named Cowboy too once, and he was my cow dog. Well, thank you. I'm glad that that resonated, and I'm grateful to have you. Yeah, Hot Rod, it does sound like you've got it. Whether it's a new animal, but I feel like it's somebody that's going to mirror your exact energy, and really help you step into your creative. I don't know if you like do arts and crafts, or like to etch in mirrors or draw, or you're good with decorating or color, or maybe you used to draw, or you need to get back into that, or you start projects of painting and you haven't been able to finish it. Maybe you decorate houses. I don't know. There's something within that you're really good with colors, is what they're showing me. Maybe it's time to get back to that. Something with clothes too. So I always enjoy reading for you guys, and pulling energy. I do love it, and I do personal readings. I've gotten a lot over the last few days. I'm super grateful for it. I'm getting ready to actually move and become a single mom of 5 children here shortly. Divines actually has crumbled everything in my world too, because I've chosen to continuously enable somebody who won't awaken and doesn't want to change their own behavior. So I'm on the same path, man, and I wasn't going to share that with you guys, but every time I come out, there's no support for what I do, because it's a delusional la la land, and I still don't let that bother me. I don't. Like I said, I go harder. The more I am one resilient son of a bitch, and I can thank my mom for that, who raised 6 girls. So I man, you can step on my face in the mud and I will get right back up. I'll use that mud as sunscreen, and I'll build a house out of that between as Stoko. Like I'll figure it out. So I just don't allow shit to get me down. Yeah, is it scary at first? Like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? I gotta move. I've got 5 kids. I gotta find a house. Houses here are hard. I own my own construction business, trying to work with 2 infants, small babies at home. I got a 7-month-old and a 2-year-old, and finding a babysitter, that costs money. Like, I have a lot of things that, but I know the divine is going to make it work perfectly in exactly the way that it's supposed to be. The only thing I have to fear is fear itself. Like, I have literally nothing to lose. I literally have nothing to lose. I don't. Because I have enough faith and trust to, like, literally just walk off the end of that diving board, not knowing if it is a rock fucking ground, or if it is filled with the most beautiful fluffy clouds or water, whatever. But I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. I was born to do this. I am a karmic person in some people's lives. I teach lessons. Sometimes they're bad lessons, it's my own mess up, and other times it's me just doing exactly what I was called here to do, that irritates other people's demons, and that we're no longer on the same radio channel. We're not tuned in and listening to the same station, and it's like 2 radio stations trying to play the music super loud, and it's just like not making sense. So it's too much. It's chaotic, and it's just like, man, it's just better if we just, and I don't want to have karma. I don't want to have a karmic tie. I don't want to come back and relive this marriage or this piece of my life again. So I'm leaving as benevolently and as kind and as loving as possible. I'm doing this for me and for my kids. So for my sanity and my peace of mind, and maybe he'll wake up. Maybe he will realize that alcohol is not more important. Granted, he's a combat vet from Ramadi, but that's 20 years ago. Like, if you want to stay in your demons, you can stay in your demons. But I've grown so much myself, and we've watched that. We've watched me be benevolent and kind and give suggestions and helpful, and allow the rah all the time. And I was raised with, my mom was a yeller, and anything that resonates back to that, like, I know I'm like, that's not my energy. That's not for me. You know what I mean? I love my mom to death, but there's just certain things that I chose to incarnate into that family with that. So those are some of my lessons. But now that I recognize it, I'm like, that's not how I roll. That's not for me. I don't want to be around it, and frankly, I don't have to be. And whether I'm going to, it'll work. It has to, because I really can't get much. It's it's a home, but when a home is a fucking war zone, it's not fun. It's actually quite fucking miserable. So if anybody else is in that position, you know, I send you love and I completely get it. That's completely, it is all you can do. And it's not, and it's hard to not let that get you down and shift your energy and take on what they're, you know, they're low or vibrational, because they're, the demons on some people, and when I say demons, like their shadow, right? Or, you know, the alcohol, the low inhibitions, like it just sucks them in so hard, and it's like, no, he's mine. And they don't have no fight left. And sometimes divine has to rip away something that's very, very good for them, very, you know, a whole ass family, for them to realize, like, wow, I really chose the bottle over my wife and my kids. You know, I chose being angry and bitching and moaning and complaining and, you know, being violent and just absolutely narcissistic and cruel of the mouth over patience, kindness, and evolving. So, but, you know, I was married for 13 years before that, to my ex-husband. They're actually both Leos, and both of their names are Daniel. Should have known. But it is what it is. Like, I'm sure in time, me and my ex-husband are great friends now. You know, he moved on and was able to be a good husband for somebody else after I left him. And sometimes that's what it takes is, you know, sometimes we're not always there. And I know that a person that's meant for me will come and will align when it's supposed to be. Right now, I'm kind of a person, like, I don't like being told what to do. I like my freedom. I listen and I'm respectful, but nobody puts baby in the corner, because I just don't sit down so well. I don't follow others. I'm different. I've got a mouthpiece on me that is very intellectual. I wield a sword. I have a fucking sword and I carry it around in my kitchen. So that's kind of my story, you know. I've been through the thick of it too. I don't just get on here and it's like, to be able to do a read sometimes, like I have to dig real deep and really let go of some of my my shit, and because my energy likes to come through, and but sometimes I recognize that with my guides that it's for a reason, because other people are going through the same thing at the same time. So it's just important to listen to spirit, talk to your guides, like show me the signs. You can't believe how many times a day I talk to my spirit guides and I'm like, all right, show me the numbers, make a wind gust up real hard. You know, if this energy that's coming in is moving something out of my life, like you wouldn't believe the amounts. All day I'm in the spirit realm. Like, I don't want gifts and money and stuff like that. What I want is for my spiritual gifts. Like, I want to ascend to the 12th dimension. You know, I want to be able to be so consciously tapped in, tuned in. Like, that's where the riches are for me. The spirit is the richest thing that I own, and it's mine. And I'm down here in this play right now. Everybody in the spirit realm's watching, man. Like, we're on a stage, so it is important that you put on one hell of a show. Like, don't get so caught up in thinking, you know, this is an illusion, okay? We're down here to grow the soul. Shit could feel really hard. I know that my husband would come in and play this role and push me to evolve. It was contracted. We chose to do this. He don't remember it, and sometimes it's easy for me to forget. But I thank him for it, because what this is going to do for me is going to help me grow leaps and bounds. And if you're going through a similar situation, try to look at it like that. Like, we can't hold resentment. We got to forgive people, because remember, a lot of these contracts were meant to be like this so that we could get out of fear, okay? If we hold fear in our soul and it's a soul scar, then we came here to do that. So it might look really scary, but like I promise, man, if you just take this step, like God's like this the whole way with you. The whole way. Like, yeah, you're going to feel a little turbulence, but that's just when you got to recorrect your mind, recorrect your mind, recorrect your mind. Those thoughts, the thoughts, okay? That's so important that we have good thoughts. Right now, my right ear is like ringing super loud. 114:41 as I said that. Well, I'm going to get off here and go take some medicine, because all of the stuff that I've been going through has kind of manifested into a nasal congestion for me, and that's what happens when we take on other people's energy, is it can manifest as a sickness within our own being. And then the fact that I'm actually going through an ascension process and another awakening at this time, it does take a toll on the physical body. And that's kind of what I was talking about with embodying our full spiritual nature here, our light, the essence that we have. It does take a toll on the body. So I eat like tuna, fish, lots of spinach, mushrooms, carrots. Like, I like chicken and stuff, but I used to love me some McDonald's, man. Double cheeseburger with that mac sauce and them fries, and like even thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach. Food just started making me sick, and that's how I know every time I'm ascending to a higher level is I can't eat certain foods. I cannot drink milk. I can't stand the taste of milk. There's certain things like I will not even think about putting in my body because I literally feel you are what you eat. When you eat that big burger, yeah, it sounds all good, and then after you eat it, you're like, ugh. And I had a baby 7 months ago, so I'm trying to get back down to 130 pounds. Right now, I've gotten back down to 146, which is pretty good for 7 months. But just being consciously aware of like, and I'm still breastfeed, so I have to make sure that I eat significant amount, to feed my baby and whatnot. All right, I just want to thank all you guys for coming in here. Thank you, Essie. I love you. I appreciate that so much. You guys are literally like, it can make me tear up a little bit because I'm just grateful that even through this, I have you guys, and we don't have to be close to be connected. That's the thing, is we really don't. Energetically, we can reach one another with just the thoughts. So I appreciate all you guys' loving thoughts. And I'm just so glad that you guys choose to join me and be a part of this journey of mine. And I'm never going to forget you guys as the channel grows, like those ones that my writer dies. Like, eventually, as the channel grows, I probably will have some of you guys become mods and kick off some of those. There's going to be a lot more haters that are going to come on and stuff. But I love you guys so much. And I just wish nothing but the best for you, and that you guys can continue to just, when something feels scary, look at it and be like, it's a contract. I chose to do this. Okay. Like some things, yeah, you have free will, but your thoughts, create your reality. So if you can just be like, that's just something that's trying to scare me, I have the power to do it. And remember to say those things to yourself. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for joining us in this read. Archangel Michael, I want to return any energy that does not belong to me, sever and cut any cords that are not mine or energetically attached to me, and I send all the energy back with love and light. I also take back my power and all of my love. I don't take back all of my love. I take back all of my energy with love and light. And I am just grateful for this opportunity. I close out any portals I may have opened or energetic gateways. Thank you just so much, and I demand, declare, and decree that no weapons were formed against us during this reading. If any tried, that they are cut away with Archangel Michael's sword, so mote it be. So mote it be. I love you guys. If anybody on here is new and you like my content, please subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email is angeldynasty, all lowercase 33@gmail.com. It's in my description box. If you feel like you want to donate, my Cash App is in there. You don't have to. The energetic love is great for me. I look forward to speaking with you guys again and getting on here. I did put out some shorts today. That's how a lot of people find my reads. So a lot of it's just a recap from previous lives that I've done, just to kind of get people to find me on YouTube. If you know anybody that could use the messages or going through similar things, go ahead and share my videos. You look good. You don't need to lose any weight. Oh, thank you. I'm just my natural weight. I feel great. Like I has said before, I really don't. I feel more beautiful in my life. Like, my hair's a mess. I don't wear makeup. I kind of just, I'm in a pair of sweats, a hooded t-shirt, and just chilling. And I feel more beautiful now than I ever have in my whole life. And that's what spirit does when you allow it to, the insecurities to fall away. And it's just, I don't know, it's like the light that I carry is more powerful and more beautiful than any of those things, the worldly things that I could do to spruce up myself. Not saying that I don't like wearing makeup and doing my hair and, dolling up once in a while, because I do. But I really appreciate you saying that. I love you guys. I'm going to get off here and go take some medicine and feed my baby. Peace, love, and chicken grease.